And yeah, we gotta go into the sea, get our energy back before we freeze to death. Welcome to another episode of Alone on Europa. I'm gonna exit the main menu first. I forgot something. Turn the meteorite impacts off, because apparently they weren't even giving me stone. We already found a radium rock, so we'll get uranium from there. Because we can't go 10 kilometers in the space without a 500,000 kilogram ship. We're gonna edit settings. We'll see why, because apparently something turned out to be useless. That is not down there. Environment hostility is safe. I had it on normal. Thought I had it on Armageddon, but I didn't. Press OK. We're gonna go back into the world. Oh, wait a minute. Did I choose the wrong world? Edit settings. Advanced. Oh. Okay, never mind. Which one did I change the... whatever. Edit settings. Advanced. Not that one. Edit settings on this one. Nope. We're going back on this world. Scientists discover the world that assisting engineers create the world that never was. The Europa Carmen. Okay, we wasted 3 minutes in the menus, but as far ahead it's out meteorites. We turn the meteorites, we don't even need them. And we won't get a bunch of holes either. Want small grid landing gear. We can make something. And we need materials first. And I should be putting the silver in this thing. Guess I was wanting to make a ship, but that wasn't happening. So I'm gonna make some of the modules. And we're gonna wait for this thing to do its thing. And I don't really even have a base, it's barely a base. And we're gonna go with speed on these things. Wonder if I should do the power efficiency. I'm just gonna do the steel speed modules though. Should run just fine without the power modules. Oh, those all completed. I really didn't need to grab the steel plates to build it, but it can't hurt to have some extra protection on that. Now we go on the yields. That if we equal for the refiner. Get most out of our ores, as the ore patches on Europa are hard to find. And that will also give us as much uranium from the uranium rockets that we can. We're probably not going to find another one of those. And I'm gonna have to move that freight. I'm just gonna tear that thing straight down. We got the cargo container we can make. Going with all yield modules, because we're not moving this thing with thrusters, so might as well do all yield modules. If you're doing it on the ship, you might want to consider the power efficiency. That'll give us the highest yield possible, 2x. I don't think I really need to make those, but okay. Yeah, we're gonna empty out that freight because that's gonna have to be moved. It's not as good as a cargo container, but kill something. It doesn't. You only require the interior plates and construction components. Nothing else, which is nice. And we are about to empty that freighter and freight crate, not the freighter, because this freighter would be a ship. Sorry, we're gonna tear that whole thing down. We need to. Not speed, yield. Need to grab plates. Can't do it without it. Right. Guess it's back to this thing, and we should actually get a battery for the base. Instead of running off that battery in the respawn pod. We're gonna have to go back to this thing and this is not much of a base. Too bad we couldn't get stone. We need to get gravel from somewhere for a certain part. And those can be disassembled. I didn't actually even grab them. What a fool. What a fool I am. Not even grabbing the stuff. That unlocks some new blocks, which is nice. I'm pretty darn sure I don't need 8 S10 pistols. So those can go in there. Don't want to disassemble other stuff. Break down all those tools. Real nice. There really isn't anything to shoot. So I'm not going to bother carrying that thing right now.
Energy low.
I'm pretty sure we only need one oxygen bottle. We don't need that many hydrogen bottles, because we're not going to use up a lot of hydrogen on Europa. That is, gravity's low, so we don't actually need it. Okay, we are gonna make I'm gonna make that for just for progressing. Gotta do that first. Put it back on assembly. We gotta go to logistics too and make a small hydrogen, a small grid, small hydrogen tank. Don't rip that battery out. That's, although it's not much of a detriment now, because we can just make another battery. Make more power cells to make the battery. Yeah, we're making some progress. We want small and we want it the right way. Good enough. What are we gonna make? What's the question? What do I want to make? How am I gonna make it? I don't know why I didn't even get the hydrogen thrusters. Yeah, by building the thing, we unlock new blocks. And the question, how do I want this thing? Alright. What about a fighter cockpit? What exactly do I want to make? Why do I place it like that? Because I want as much room to make the thing as possible. Not like that. I don't trust that like that, so... Guess it doesn't matter how I make it. I want to make sure it's nothing is walking. Comps added the build planner. Why did I do a fighter cockpit? You'll see later. Gonna need some stuff. I could always take off the landing gear later, but for right now, this thing is not going to be anything special. We'll figure that out later. We just make a basic flyer, that's all. We can go either large or medium. Doesn't matter. We're not going the small container because small container barely fits anything. Yeah, we are talking about 1,250 liters of stuff on times 10. Yeah, that's and if this was the realistic, that's 125 liters. That's not enough to barely hold anything. Right, interior plates. Yeah. Of course, that goes for all the cargo containers. You need interior plates for them. And the computers we can make in the assembler. Personally, I never use this thing, and we are gonna use it. Not quite as high as large cargo container, but I'm not gonna make this thing fat, so might as well do that.
Energy low.
What are we gonna do? Need steel plate to build. Is that really the much we're gonna make? We're gonna make 4? What exactly did I just do?
Energy critical.
You want my energy to be critical? No. No. If we're going back in this thing, we need to build up energy before we freeze to death on this moon. The reason why I want a connector on the bottom is for reasons. One reason is to get energy. Another reason, there's a big conveyor port. We want to keep a big conveyor port. Otherwise, we can't. We won't be able to carry certain stuff and. Wait a minute. I do have the big conveyor belt behind the fighter cockpit. But this is still going to be useful. Long as it's hooked up that landing gear, it shouldn't move. We're gonna build those things right up. We're actually going to make a few more of these O2H2 generators. Yep, I'm going to make 2 more. Why not build up hydrogen faster? We might as well, because we are making this a hydrogen thing. And the last thing we gotta build is that one. We ain't got steel plates, so we're gonna have to make some from the assembler, not the refinery. Remember that. How many batteries do we want on this? I decided to go with 3. It's 3 full-size small grid batteries. Yeah, I don't know what. I don't like the. Should look kind of decent. It's not gonna be fancy or anything. We just need something to drive around. That battery's kind of sticking out. That might be fine. We won't make a conveyor junction under it or conveyor converter. I'm not gonna make another H2 generator either. Yes, nope, the battery's gonna cause a problem there. I don't know if I want to make a medium cargo container or a conveyor converter. I'm gonna have to make a conveyor converter because the medium cargo container will. Look at those ports, the ports in the middle, down left and right. That means the medium cargo container can't really do that. We're not going to bother the engines, we can't make those. Not without gravel. One small reactor is just fine. If you want a small reactor on that thing. We are going to make a conveyor converter. Unfortunately, we are not going to get that top port. It's not going to work like that. Besides, we can use hydrogen thrusters on that. Run them through the O2H2 generator. And we are able to make that thing completely. Steel plate. Alright, you want me to make steel plates. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. That's fine, we can make crates. I'm just going to fill the entire build planet with those. Now we should make these thrusters.
Energy low.
Now you're saying my energy's low now? Alright. So be it. Didn't Bill plan that one? Just making more material. This doesn't mean we can go 10 kilometers above Europa's surface either. This is just something to drive around. And I believe that one should just be enough. Although we do need to make a thing that's going to take us backwards.
Energy critical.
Let's take a seat in this vehicle. No, this one. We have batteries in this thing. And we can make a hydrogen engine. Let's go with the power and make this hydro engine. We have three to go. Well, three that go down. What do we need for logistics? A small reinforced curved conveyor tube. make 3 of those, I guess. Because we're gonna make some that is facing forward. Just so this thing can go in reverse. We're gonna build plans for those. I guess it's not a bad idea to atmo thrusters. Just in case we won't be able to do stuff. Now where the heck? I guess it's an episode of building a ship. Wow. Building a small shuttle. I really don't want to block that port. Two upward, forward in the back, and left and the right. And we're not going to build one that takes us down, because we don't really need that. These are just fine. Actually, I'm going to move this one. This is just in case we go down too fast when we're returning to the moon. We don't want to crash land. That should be in logistics. That's movement, not logistics.
Energy low.
We need some stuff. Might as well build those down. Not the big parachute. This one. And we just build that one in the build planner. It's mainly hydrogen with some atmosphere. But we cannot go 10 kilometers above Europa without at least a 500 metric ton large grid ship. Whatever. And I'm gonna also build a few things. We're not gonna do AI defenses. We're not gonna place weapons on this thing right now. It's not much for a counter. This is not really that much of a point. But I do want the remote control. You also want a few other things.
Energy critical.
Could you be patient? Yeah, we're gonna put the materials in the build planner. That's where the antenna is gonna go. And we're gonna build a beacon. Nope, we cannot build the antenna before we build the beacon. I didn't build the beacon for that. And now we can build the antenna.
No energy.
And it's a good thing I was right on top of the cockpit. Get some energy from that. Build planner for that, because I'm gonna have to do that anyway. You can't build a compact antenna, that's okay though. Yep, you got the antenna. Now I'm also going to put the ore detector above the beacon. It's not logistics, it is utility. Where's that? Why am I stupid butt just... Yeah, I'm gonna have to move that cargo container. But I'm just gonna do that off the screen. And we're gonna grab some ice from this one, and we're gonna put it in some of the H2 generators. Let's shut off these thrusters so we don't waste hydrogen or the battery power. Okay, there's one that is not complete. And also one in the very back. Let's use the large hydrogen thruster. Turn that thing on. Fill of hydrogen. It also has a hydrogen engine. That is just to keep up with the power. That is not for powering the thrusters. as for the armor plate, I'm actually going to do that off the screen. Okay, we're gonna take this for a little fly. But for right now, we turn on the thrusters. Yep, yeah, I totally forgot something. We need gyroscopes. Cannot forget that. Otherwise, we're gonna we cannot turn that thing. And when are we gonna want that? It's in movement. Okay, we just built 2 of those. And obviously, try to get stuff in the container first before we do something dumb. On that, we should be able to fly. And we're gonna quick save just in case something goes wrong. We really should build that one first. And I forgot all about that. Darn. I super believe that's the only one. Just checking if these things are turned on. I don't know like that why that other one was not lit up. We're gonna go for a run on this. I'll figure out what I want to do with the entire design later, but for right now. I'm not gonna be able to land it on that respawn pod is there. Why don't I have extra forward thrusters. That big thing behind is going to take care of all of that. And we're going to turn those thrusters on till we can get that thing on the thing. Okay, I'm actually going to end this episode. And thank you for watching. This is Minuteman Matt. I'll see you in the next stream. Peace out.